What's going on, guys? It's Keefe. We need to talk about the biggest concern that guys have when it comes to shaving their head. It's totally normal to lose your hair, but you see so many guys holding on to the shit. And why is it? Because they are scared that they're gonna not get girls anymore. It's gonna affect their ability to get women. Now, being a pioneer, I went ahead and shaved my head, as you guys know, several months back. And I want to come to you now with the information about, does this actually affect your results with girls? Does it make it so that you have a harder time attracting women? Now hit that subscribe button and bell icon and let's get started, guys. The biggest thing when it comes to getting girls that I've noticed is that 99% of the stuff that you think is keeping you from getting girls is only keeping you from getting girls because you are saying that it's keeping you from getting girls. If you think your height is stopping you, it's probably going to. If you think your income is stopping you, it's probably going to. I can tell you, as somebody who went throughout high school with a full head of luscious hair and still left high school a virgin, I can tell you that hair only matters if you think it matters. Because when I had a full head of hair, it was not like they were just fawning all over me, because I had other things that I was telling myself were keeping me from getting girls. It was, I just don't know how to talk to girls, or I've got this story of like I grew up in this certain way that I was raised to not be this way, or my parents wouldn't let me have a girlfriend, or all these dumb stories that I told myself. And because I told myself those stories, I either wouldn't even talk to girls in the first place. I was deeply insecure when I did. All these kinds of things. And it was all because I was telling myself a story. The girls were never the ones who were counting me out. It was always me counting myself out. And because of that, they would then in turn respond to me in the way that I responded, like I showed up as a person, basically. So with that in mind, my results with girls since having shaved my head have literally not changed a bit. Okay, I'm talking about in every way. I'm talking about even on dating apps, right? Like, you think dating apps are this like completely physical thing. You can't show off like your personality, and like if you're actually like a high value guy, it's hard to do that on a dating app, right? Literally haven't seen any difference. It's like the same kind of chicks that I might meet on a dating app now are the ones I met back before I shaved my head. Like, literally nothing has changed even in that regard. In fact, I've run into some girls who actually really like the shaved head look. They kind of like the vibe of that kind of guy. That doesn't happen often, but it is something that does occur. Now, it's really important to understand, guys, that like I said, 99% of the time it's you disqualifying yourself, but sometimes you will run into somebody who straight up isn't into you because of a certain feature. The same way that you've got your certain type of girl, there's a certain girl out there who's just not feeling you, right? Maybe she likes guys who are in really great shape and you're just not in really great shape. Or maybe she doesn't like guys who are in really great shape because she doesn't like to work out, and so the meathead kind of guy just really doesn't do it for her that much. Maybe she does need a guy who has hair, or she's like 5'9", and so she wants a guy who's like 6'2". You get what I'm saying, guys? At some point, there are things that a girl's just not gonna be interested in you for, but ultimately you gotta stop disqualifying yourself. So if you're out there holding on to your hair because you're afraid it's going to affect you with girls, you need to realize that that's actually showing up worse than if you just shaved it, owned it, and decided that you looked good with it. It's only gonna be an issue if you are insecure about it. So you need to address all of your insecurities as a man, because that's what's going to get you. If you're insecure about your weight, you either need to do something about it or stop being insecure about it, okay? If you're insecure about your height, you can't do anything about that. You need to learn to get over it, accept it, and decide that you're worth like being an attractive guy, whether or not you're 6 feet, if you're 5'5", whatever it is. Same with your hair. You cannot control that, so you need to own it, accept it, and stop being insecure about it. The only time I have actually noticed that the hair has affected me with girls is when I psych myself out. I'll psych myself out a little bit and be like, oh gee, I wonder if she's noticing the hair. And I'll start to ask that question, and I have to immediately say, fuck that. I have to like throw that out of my head, because if I don't, I'm just gonna start getting insecure. I'm gonna start acting like less of an attractive, high value kind of guy, because I'm in my head discounting myself because of an insecurity. And that's just stupid, guys, because all these insecurities are all within you, and the girl just responds to the way that you show up 99% of the time. Guys, if you got something out of this video, give me a like, hit the subscribe button and bell icon so you don't miss new videos. Thanks for watching, and I'll talk to you later.